A mystery in Plaza Midwood, and it surrounds what seems to be missing from the dog park there. Two trees that were just planted appear to be gone, likely stolen. The neighborhood association says whoever took the trees replaced the trees with rocks. And you may be thinking to yourself right now, who would steal trees?
Yeah, that is a weird one. That's the same question that a lot of other people are asking as well. Queen City News anchor Derek Dellinger is live at the Plaza Midwood Dog Park. And Derek, we want to be clear, these trees weren't chopped down, they were uprooted, right?
Well, yeah, one was actually chopped down, two were uprooted, and we had a chance to actually speak with some of the people around here today. A lot of them are scratching their heads. Really less on the who, but more on the why.
If you go to the Plaza Midwood Neighborhood Dog Park, you'll get a little bit of attention, but you'll also look at what's been a continuing effort over time to spruce the place up. And for the moment, you'll also see some of those efforts have gone missing.
I mean, of all things, trees.
Over the last day or two, that's been a resounding reaction whenever people have heard about what happened. Yes, trees, and they have gone missing, at least 3 of them. They were trees that were planted there weeks ago as part of a long-term beautification effort, only to be uprooted. The holes, in some cases, were replaced with rocks.
The rocks on top of the holes, very odd.
For now, it's more of a mystery than anything else. We spoke with someone on the board for the Plaza Midwood Neighborhood Association who acknowledged the weirdness of this case, but also a bit of frustration. The work they've been doing, which includes more than just the park.
They've done a lot of work on Belvedere, with the bike lanes and, the flowers and the planting along Belvedere, along the plaza.
And there have been offers to replant the other trees there, and the Neighborhood Association says they are open to it, but for now, they just want to know why.
To leave a rock where a tree was planted is, I don't know, seems like a bit of a gesture.
A gesture that, for now, does not have much of a meaning.
So yeah, a bit of a head scratcher, right? Well, we've done some detective work out here, at least going around to some of the houses. Not many of them would have been able to catch anything with any type of ring camera. However, there are some ring cameras towards the end of the road here. We actually knocked on a couple of doors, and some people are actually looking at the ring camera right now to see if they caught any type of getaway here over the past couple of days. We are waiting to hear back. We will let you know what we find out. In the meantime, we are live in Plaza Midwood. Derek Dellinger, Queen City News.